Hello students, good evening all of you. How are you all? Okay, so in the last class we have started the logarithm and we were doing some questions on logarithm, and I have asked you to revise the concepts of the coordinate geometry and trigonometry also, because we are going to do that today. Okay, so before that one, let me give you one of the question from the logarithm, because we have studied logarithm and I hope you have revised that one. So this is one question. Try to solve this question. Log 7 log 5 is equal to 0. So you have to find the value for x. So try to eliminate the log from the left hand side and try to figure out the equation in that one, and you can take help of this one. Let me give you the hint. You know that whenever it is log of a to the base b is equal to x, this logarithmic equation can be written into the form of exponential one. This can be written like this: a is equal to b power x. So using this property, try to find the value for x. ठीक है? Okay, so I hope you have solved this one. So let me give you the hint. First of all, we will eliminate this logarithm, the leftmost logarithm. So if you consider this complete thing as the argument for this log, we can write this expression as log 5 this is equal to, this 7 will go to the power of 0, 0 will become the power of 7, so it will be 7 power 0, and 7 power 0 you know that is 1. And now you have to eliminate this log. So again what we can write, this 5 to the power of 1, that is equal to this thing. So you can write root of x plus 5 plus root x is equal to 5. Okay, good evening students, Kohima Center. So I hope you understood this question till now. Root of x plus 5 plus root x, that is equal to 5. Now solve this equation. How you will solve this equation? Okay, so did you understand this, how I converted this logarithm? This is root of, first I have, you know that this proper, okay, so let me explain you once again. This was the question which we have got. This is the question, right? So here the question says find the value for x, and it is like this: log of base 7, then again log of base 5, and in the argument it is root of x plus 5 plus root of x is equal to 0. Since we have to find the value for x, we have to eliminate this log step by step, and in the last class also we have done this type of question. We have to eliminate the log from the extreme left. So the extreme left log is this one, which has log of base 7, and we know this property of the log. Whenever it is written log a to the base b is equal to x, if you want to convert this logarithmic equation into exponential one, what we will do? A will become b to the power of x, that is equal to a. This is the property we always use to convert the logarithmic to the exponential one. So here also we will use the same thing. So in the end, this is the logarithm used. So keeping this thing as the argument, we will eliminate this log, the extreme left log, which is base of 7. So 7 will go over there, so it will become this number, this complete thing. This is equal to 7 to the power of 0, and 7 to the power of 0 is 1. So now our equation will be this one, log of base 5 square root of x plus 5 plus root x is equal to 1. Now again we will eliminate that log, and this will be like this, 5 to the power of 1, that is equal to this thing. So root of x plus 5 plus root x is equal to 5. 5 power 1 is 5. So this is the final algebraic equation we are getting. We have removed the entire log. Now we are getting this algebraic equation. Is it clear till now? Only what we have done, we have just used the first property of the logarithm from logarithmic equation to the exponential equation. Okay. Now, do you know how to proceed from here? How will you find the value for x from here, or should I guide you? This equation you have to solve. Root of x plus 5 plus root x is equal to 5. Try to solve this equation. How will you solve this one? Are you getting it, like how to solve this one? Are you solving it? कैसे सॉल्व होगी इक्वेशन? Okay. See, first of all, whenever you got this type of equation in which we have something in the square root, the variable which we have to find, which is there in the square root, and you know the only way to remove the square root symbol is to make the square of the equation. So what you can do the square on both the side. Like if you do the square on both the side, this is the equation, root of x plus 5 plus root x. I am doing square on both the side. Squaring on both the side will eliminate the square root symbol. So squaring on left hand side and squaring on the right hand side. This is the first step to solve these types of equation in which we have the variable in the square root. Now on the left hand side you can see it is like a plus b whole square. So it will be a square like this plus b square plus 2 times of ab, and on the right hand side it is going to be 25. Now if you do the square root of x plus 5 whole square, that will become only x plus 5, root x whole square, that will become only x plus twice of, and these two values will get multiplied inside the root. So, x plus 5 into x, that is x square plus 5x is equal to 25. Now, what we can do, take all these three things on the right hand side. So, we can do it like this, twice of root x square plus 5x, that is equal to 5 will go over there. So, 25 minus 5 is 20, and this 2x will go all there and it will become minus 2x. Now, what you can do, you can divide the complete equation by 2. So, it will be x square plus 5x, and when we divide the right hand side by 2, it will become 10 minus x. Now, again you can see there is a square root symbol on the left hand side. So, again you can do squaring. So, again when you square this one, the left hand side will become only x square plus 5x, but the right hand side, that will be opened by a minus b whole square. So, a square, which is 10 square 100, plus b square minus 2ab, which is minus 20x. Now, we just have to transpose the things. This x square will get cancelled out from both the side. So, it will be like this, take this 20x on the left hand side. So, this will become 25x is equal to 100 and x is equal to 4. The 4 is the answer. Any doubt in this one? All of you got it? All of you got this question? Please respond, Kohima Center. Any doubt or shall we move ahead? Okay, perfect. So, now based on the same concept, try this question. Try this question, find the value for x again. Again the same thing you have to do, you have to eliminate the log like we have done in the previous question. Again you will get a equation in x and then solve that equation. Okay, Tatso College. So, your name is Jungti, right? Okay, Toshi, what we are doing, we are just doing the revision of some of the topics which you have studied in the 10th class and which we are going to use in the 11th class also. So we have started this topic logarithm, and it's the third class for the logarithm. So might be you will not get some of the question, but we will do 2-3 questions of the logarithm, then we will do some of the questions from the 10th class. Okay, so if you are not getting the logarithm question, so it's not, don't worry, because we will do it again. It's just a revision of the topics, right? Kohima, are you getting this question? It will be a quadratic equation when you will solve it. Okay, okay, do it, do it, do it. It's a easy one, you can do it. That's correct. Either x is equal to 4 or x is equal to minus 3. You want me to solve this question, or shall we do the another one? Okay. So first of all, we will eliminate the leftmost log. So you can see it is log of base 2. So 2 of will be the like it is 2 raised to the power 1, that is equal to this thing. So it will be log of base 7 x square minus x plus 37 is equal to 2 power 1, which is 2. This is the first step. We have eliminated that log. Now again we will eliminate the second log. So it will be like 7 to the power of 2, that is equal to this thing, x square minus x plus 37 is equal to 7 raised to the power of 2, which is 49. So now you can take this 49 on the left hand side. So 37 minus 49 is minus 12 is equal to 0. You can factorize this one. You can solve this equation like factorization or by any method of quadratic which you know. So we can factorize this one because we want the product to be minus 12 and the sum to be minus 1. So what we can do, we can split this minus x into two parts, which is minus 4x plus 3x. So minus 4x plus 3x is minus x, and minus 4 into 3 is minus 12 also. Now you can take x as common, so it will be x minus 4, plus you can take 3 as common, it will be x minus 4 is equal to 0. So x minus 4 times x plus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 4 or minus 3. This is the answer. Now in these types of logarithm question, what you have to do, After getting 4 and minus 3, you also have to cross check whether are 4 and minus 3 are valid according to the question or not. Validity according to the question means, as I have told you in the first class, that logarithm is valid only for the positive numbers. So you have to check by substituting 4 in the expression, so whether the number for the logarithm should be positive. If it is coming out to be negative, then it will be not valid. Like suppose if I have to check for 4, so I will place the 4 in this expression. So I will write it like this, log of 7, and if I place the 4 in this expression, so 4 square is 16 minus 4 plus 37. So you can see this is going to be a positive expression. So log of 7 to the positive number, so this is valid. Similarly, you have to check for minus 3 also. So minus 3 square is 9, minus of minus 3 plus 37. So this is also going to be positive number, so it means this is also valid. So both the answers are valid. If one of the expression gives answer is negative, then we will reject that one, because log is defined only for positive number. I hope this is clear. Any doubt in this one? Okay. Now next question is based on in the 10th class you have studied the arithmetic progression, right? So arithmetic progression, like if the 3 numbers are there or 4 numbers are there, according to the arithmetic progression, if the difference between the consecutive terms is constant, we will say that the numbers are in the arithmetic progression, right? This is the thing you have studied in the last class. So based on the same concept, let's try to solve this question based on the concept of arithmetic, including concept of logarithm. So the question says, log of 2 to the base 3, log of 2 power x minus 5 to the base 3, and log of 2 power x minus 7 by 2 to the base 3. All these 3 things are in AP, arithmetic progression. Then you have to find the value for x. Now let me tell you how you will start this one. The concept you can use, if A, B, C are in AP, so we will say that the difference between two consecutive is same. So B minus A, that is equal to C minus B, or we can say twice of B is equal to A plus C. So B is the middle term over here, so you can assume this one as your A, this one as your B, and this one as your C. So if these 3 things are in AP, so we can say twice of middle term is equal to the sum of first and the last term. So you can write it like this, twice of second term is equal to first term plus last term. Now again your aim in this question should be like, whatever equation you are having, try to eliminate log from this equation, convert this equation into just form of the variable x, and then try to solve it using the properties of the logarithm also. Like if you remember, in the last class I have told you the property for multiplication property of the logarithm, division property of the logarithm, power rule also. So try to use that one and try to eliminate the log. It's a very good question based on the concept of logarithm plus arithmetic equation. And if you face any difficulty in solving, just let me know. Any doubt? Okay. So what you can do, first of all, I have told you whenever you are applying any property of the logarithm, either addition, multiplication or this one, make sure that the coefficient of log should be 1. On the left hand side you can see it is 2 multiply log of this thing. So we can take this 2 as the exponent of this log. So we can write it like this, log of 3 2 power x minus 5 raised to the power of 2. 2 will go in the multiplication exponent. Now here it is log of a plus log of b. It means it can be written as log of a plus b, a into b. So log of base 3, so 2 multiplied by 2 power x minus 7 by 2 using the addition to multiplication property. Now you can write it like this, this 2 will get multiplied with both of them, this is 2 power 1. So 2 power 1 into 2 power x, since the base are same, so exponent will get add, so it will become 2 power of x plus 1 minus 2 into 7 by 2, that will be only 7. On the left hand side again, log of base 3, 2 power x minus 5 whole square. Now you can see there is log on both the sides. So whenever we have log on both the side with the same base and both are equal also, so we can equate the argument. Argument means the number for the log, this thing. So we can equate this thing. Therefore, you can say 2 power x minus 5 whole square, that is equal to 2 power x plus 1 minus 7. Is it clear till now? Any doubt till here? Any doubt? Okay. Now you can see here that the exponent which we have to find x, it is in the power of some number like 2 power x. Directly it is not there in the base. So in these types of question, when you have exponent in the power of x, what we have to do? We have to assume the complete thing. So what we will do over here? Let this 2 power of x is equal to t. This complete 2 power x I have assumed that is equal to t. So my equation will become like this: t minus 5 whole square is equal to 2 power t, and now this is 2 power x plus 1. So we can write it like this: 2 power x plus 1 can be written as 2 power x into 2. So it can be written, so when we will convert this 2 power x as t, so it will be like twice of t minus 7, because this has become twice of t. So this is the equation after substituting. Now you can open this left hand side by a minus b whole square, which is a square plus b square minus 2ab is equal to 2t minus 7, and t square minus 10 minus 2, which is minus 12t, and 25 plus 7, that is 32. Sorry, 25 it will be minus 7, or 25 plus 7, that is 32, correct. Now here we are getting the equation t square minus 12t plus 32 is equal to 0, a quadratic one. Now what you can do, you can simplify this equation, and this can all be solved by middle term splitting. We can split this minus 12 into two parts, minus 4 and minus 8, because product of those two numbers is 32. So you can write it like this: t square minus 8t minus 4t plus 32 is equal to 0, taking common as t. So t minus 8 minus 4 t minus 8 is equal to 0. So t minus 4 times t minus 8, that is equal to 0. It implies t is equal to 4 or 8. These are the values for t. Now this is not the complete solution, because our variable was x, but we have assumed something as t, so we will again have to replace that one. So our assumption was 2 power x is equal to t. So it means, since 2 power x, so we will take case 1. If t is equal to 4, then 2 power x is equal to 4. We can solve this one like this: 4 can be written as 2 power of 2. Since bases are same, so we can equate the exponent. So from here we are getting x is equal to 2. Again 2 power x is equal to 8. This 8 can be represented as 2 power 3. Now since the bases are same, we can equate the exponents. So x is equal to 3. So these are the two values of x we are getting: x is equal to 2 and x equal to 3. But again our question is not completed over here. I have told you we have to go back to the original equation and we have to check whether these two values of x are possible according to this equation or not. So our equation was this thing, log of 2 power x minus 5. So this was the expression. If you see, log of 2 power x minus 5, this is one of the expression. Now in this expression, if you put x is equal to 2, so if you put x is equal to 2 in this one, this will become 2 power 2, which is 4. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. So log of log minus 1 to the base 3, since this number is coming out to be negative, it means this is not defined. So it means we can't take x is equal to 2. Now if you take x equal to 3, so 2 power 3 is 8 and 8 minus 5 is 3, which is positive number. So x is equal to 3 is valid, but x equal to 2 is not valid. So only solution is x is equal to 3. This is the only solution. I hope you got it. Any doubt till now? Okay, that's perfect. So this was the different types of questions on the logarithm. Now let us do some of the revision of the coordinate geometry. Or before that, let us do one of the revision on the quadratic equation, because in the 11th class there is a chapter which is called complex number and quadratic equation. So we are going to use the concept of the quadratic equation in that one. So basically 2-3 things you are required, like how to solve the quadratic equation by quadratic formula and by middle term splitting. These are the 2 things how you can solve the quadratic equation. So like the first equation, which you can solve is this is based on the quadratic equation. And let me tell you, in the 10th class you have studied the 3 methods you have studied. One was the quadratic formula, second one was the completing the square, and third one was the middle term splitting. So quadratic formula, if the equation is like ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, this was the quadratic equation. So you have studied that x is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. This was the formula for the quadratic equation, the quadratic formula which we called is, and one was the middle term splitting and second one was the completing the square method. So this is the quadratic equation. This is the equation. Right now it is not in the form of quadratic, but if you solve it, it will going to be a quadratic one. So 1 upon a plus b plus x is equal to 1 upon a plus 1 upon b plus 1 upon x. So you have to find the value for x from here, and let me give you the hint how you can start this question, then you have to do it on your own. Take this 1 by x on the left hand side. So the first step would be 1 over a plus b plus x. This is the same thing. I am taking 1 by x on the left hand side. So it will be minus 1 by x is equal to 1 upon a plus 1 upon b. So now what you have to do, simplify the left hand side by taking LCM, simplify the right hand side by taking LCM, and then you will see some of the things will get cancelled out, and then you will get the answer for the quadratic equation. Try this now. That's perfect. Correct answer. X is equal to minus a or x equal to minus b. Okay, let me quickly solve this one for you also. So when you will take the LCM over here, so that will become a plus b plus x times x. In the numerator it will be x minus of this thing a plus b plus x, so it will become minus a minus b minus x. On the right hand side it will be ab and b plus a when taking the LCM. So this x and x will get cancelled out, and if you take the minus s common, so minus of a plus b, and in the denominator it will be ax plus bx plus x square, that is equal to a plus b over ab. Now this a plus b will get cancelled out from both the side, and now if you cross multiply this one, so that will be minus ab is equal to ax plus bx plus x square. After this what you can do, you can take this minus ab on the right hand side, so it will be like this, x square plus ax plus bx plus ab is equal to 0. Now this, if you observe closely, this is already in the factor middle term splitting form. So you just have to factor out the common terms from the first two. So you can take x plus a as common, and when you take b, you will get x plus a in the bracket. So again take x plus a as common, so you will be getting x plus b over here. So factored form is x plus a into x plus b, that is equal to 0. So from here we can say that x is equal to minus a or x is equal to minus b. These are the two answers. I hope you got it. Okay, so let us do the another one. Try this one. One upon x plus 4 minus 1 upon x minus 7 is equal to 11 by 30. That's correct, Etso College. The answer is right. Koima, what is your answer? That's correct, perfect. So you can take the LCM over here. So x plus 4 into x minus 7, and now this x plus 4 will cancel out this x plus 4 times. So it will be x minus 7 minus of x plus 4 is equal to 11 by 30. Then x minus 7 minus x minus 4 over x square. If when you multiply this one, this will be x square minus 7x plus 4x. It is minus 3x minus 28 is equal to 11 by 30. This x and minus x will get cancel out, and minus 7 and minus 4, that will become minus 11. So minus 11 over x square minus 3x minus 28, that is equal to 11 over 30. 11 will get cancel out. Again, if you do the cross multiplication, that will become minus 30. So x square minus 3x minus 28 is equal to minus 30. Now take this 30 on the right hand side, left hand side, x square minus 3x. So 30 will go there. So 30 minus 28, that is plus 2 is equal to 0, and that would be x minus, we can do the middle term splitting over here. So x minus 2 into x minus 1, which is equal to 0. So x is equal to 1 and 2. So that is the final answer. Now there is one good question on the equation. Try this one. The equation says p plus 1 over q plus 1 over r plus 1 over s, and this is equal to 89 by 68. This p, q, r and s all are natural numbers. So you have to find the value for p plus q plus r plus s. This is the question. P, Q, R, S are the natural number. The equation is p plus 1 upon q plus 1 upon r plus 1 upon s, that is equal to 89 by 68. Now this is not a question to be solved by a standard method, because you can see there is only one equation given in the question, and 4 different variables are there. And we all know that if there are 2 variables, we require 2 different equation. 3 variable, we require 3 different equation to find the answer for each. But here equation is 1 and the variables are 4, and still we have to solve this one. So how you can do, the hint for this question is that don't like touch the left side of the equation. You can see the right side is 89 by 68. Try to break down this 89 by 68 into such form so that it is equivalent to the left hand side. Then you can compare both the values. So try to write that fraction 89 by 68 as in the form of left hand side, and then compare. This is the hint for this question. Try this. And so let us take a break of 10 minutes, and then in the break time you can try this one. After the break we will solve this question. So a quick break of 10 minutes, right? Okay. Okay, welcome back students. So have you solved this question? You got it, like how to solve? Any idea, like have you started this question? Okay. See, it is just based on the fractions, like we have to split the right hand side into this form. So this is 89 by 68. So what you can do, when you divide 89 by 68, you can write it 68 times. So you can write this 89 by 68 as 121 over 68, right? Or you can write like this also, 1 plus 21 over 68, that is same as 89 by 68. Now if you see, if you compare this part, this 1 will correspond to this P, and but here on the right hand side we have again this complete fraction, but here only we have to 21 by 68, but you can see 21 by 68 is a proper fraction. It is not improper because since the numerator is less than the denominator, but we want 1 over here. So what you can do, you can write this one as 1 plus, we can write this 21 in the denominator of 61 and 68, and we can write this one as 1 over 68 by 21. We can write it like this. Now it has become a improper fraction and we want 1 over here, so this one we are getting over here also, right? Now this 68 by 21 can further be converted into improper mixed fraction. So 68 divided by 21, 21 3 times 63. So 3 5 by 21. So we can write this one as 3 plus 5 by 21. If we can further expand this one, like 3 plus 5 by 21, we can write 1 over 21 by 5. And then we can write it like this, 1 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 21 by 5. We can write this one as 4 plus 1 by 5. So we have splitted this 89 by 68 into this form, and this form is exactly equivalent to the left hand side. Now you can compare all the values. This P is equivalent to this 1, this Q is equivalent to this 3, this R is equivalent to this 4, and this S is equivalent to this 5. So these are the all the four values we are getting. So we have to find the value for P plus Q plus R plus S. So this is 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is equal to 13. All of you got it? Is this clear to all of you? Okay, perfect. Now, some questions on the coordinate geometry. In the 10th class, let me remind you what you have studied in that one, the formulas. The coordinate geometry, like if there are 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2, there are 2 points A and B given, and if you have to find the distance between A and B, so distance formula was given by x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance formula. Second one is that this was the first formula. Second one was the section formula. If there are 2 points A and B, and there is another point P, and this point P is dividing AP and PB in ratio of m:n, then the coordinates of P is given by mx2 plus nx1 over m plus n, my2 plus ny1 over m plus n. This is the section formula to find the coordinates of point P. If say coordinates of point P is x comma y. And the third one which you have studied is the area of triangle. If three coordinates are given, x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3, so the area of the triangle formed by these 3 points is given by half x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. These were the 3 formulas which you have studied: section formula, distance formula and the area of the triangle. So based on these, do this question. Find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from 2 comma minus 5 and minus 2 comma 9. Find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from 2 comma minus 5 and minus 2 comma 9. Distance formula, because it is given, find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from these 2 points. Equidistant means that point is at equal distance from both these points. So you have to use the distance formula, the first one, and the hint is there, the point is on the x-axis. If the point is on the x-axis, you know that its y coordinate will be 0. So the general point on the x-axis would be x comma 0. So this is the point x comma 0. The distance of this point from these 2 points is equal, like let's say if you are taking this one as A, this one as B, and this one as C, so you can say AB is equal to AC, that is given. Now find the distance between AB and distance between AC and equate both of them, then there will be an equation, and solve that, find the value for x. Just apply the distance formula in both of them. If you are having any doubt, just let me know. Is it 7 comma 0 you are getting or minus 7? See, when we the distance between AB, so what you can do in the starting, yeah, it is minus 7, that's correct. We can do the starting whole square, AB whole square, because you know the distance AB will be presented in the square root. In order to remove the square root from both the sides, we can do squaring on both the sides initially. So the distance between AB, which is x minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus of minus 5 whole square, that is equal to AC, x minus of minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 9 whole square. So this is x minus 2 whole square, which is a square plus b square minus 2ab. This is 5 whole square, which is 25. This is x plus 2 whole square. So a square plus b square plus 2ab plus minus 9 square, which is 81. This x square will get cancelled out from both the side, and this plus 4 and plus 4 will also get cancelled out. And this will be like this, 25 minus 81 is equal to 4x, and this minus 4x will come on the right hand side, this will be plus 4x. So 25 minus 81, this is minus 56 is equal to 8x, so x is equal to minus 7. So if x is equal to minus 7, the point on the x axis is minus 7 comma 0, which is equidistant from both the sides. Now try this. Find value of y for which the distance between the points P and Q is 10 units. Now this time the distance between these 2 points P and Q is given 10 units, and then you have to find the value for the coordinate y. So just apply the distance formula in this one, and that distance is equal to 10. So there will be an equation, solve that equation to get the value for y. That's correct. That's a college. Your answer is correct. Perfect. Koima, what's your answer? That's right. Correct answer. -9 or 3. So what we have to do, the distance between PQ. So PQ is equal to 10. So PQ square is equal to 100. And in place of PQ square, we can write 2 minus 10 whole square minus 3 minus y whole square is equal to 100. 2 minus 10 is minus 8. Minus 8 whole square is 64. So minus 3 minus y whole square is 100 minus 64, which is 36. And minus 3 minus y whole square, this can also be written as 3 plus y whole square, taking minus as common. And 3 plus y is equal to plus minus of 6. So y is equal to, one time we will take 6. So 6 minus 3, which is equal to 3. And second time we will take minus 6 minus 3, which is equal to minus 9. So two values of y are possible. I hope this is clear to all of you. It was an easy one. Now tell me one thing, two questions. Like if x square is equal to 81, what is the value for x? And root 81, what is the value for this one? This is question number 1 and this is question number 2. X square is equal to 81, what is the value for x? And root 81. Both are 9. No, that is the main difference. There is a difference between these two questions. See, there are two things. This is a very important one, make a note of it also. There is a difference between equation. This is an equation and this is an expression. When we have x square is equal to 81, so x will be equal to plus minus of root 81, so that x will be equal to plus minus of 9. Here we will get plus and minus, but whenever it is only root 81 written, so only root 81 will be as 9. There will be no plus minus when only expression is there. Whenever there is an equation like x square is equal to 81, then we will have the plus minus sign. Why? Because this plus minus is because of the x value. Because when you put 9 in this equation, 9 square will also give you 81 and minus 9 square will also give you 81. So square root of 81 is 9. This plus minus is because of this x. But in this expression here we don't have any value for x. So output of square root is always positive. So make a note of this one. Square root is a positive quantity. The output for this expression is going to be positive. Getting this? So always remember, whenever the square root symbol is there, only expression, like if I ask you what is root 25, so root 25 is only 5. But if I say x square is equal to 25, then it means x is equal to plus minus 5. This is the difference between these two questions. Whenever there is an equation, it will be open as plus and minus, and when there is an expression, it will be only as positive. Is this clear? This difference between these two? Okay. So now try this one. Area of triangle. Find the area of triangle if the coordinates are this is the coordinates 2, 3, minus 1, 0 and 2, minus 4. Find the area of the triangle formed by joining these 3 points. That's right, Koima. Correct answer. Yeah, perfect. That's the college. That is also right. And second one, try this. Find k so that find the value for k so that these 3 points are collinear. And what do you mean by collinear? Straight line, right. And if these 3 points are in a straight line, it means a triangle formed by these 3 points will have area as 0. So just do this thing, equate the area of this triangle equal to 0 and then find the value for k, unknown one. Just equate the area of the triangle equal to 0. And what is your answer, Tetso College? K is equal to 4 and Kohima you are getting minus 4. Check your calculation once again. This will be the expression. So if you do, this 2 will get multiplied with 0, that will become 0. So it is 7 plus 7k minus 5k plus 10, and this is minus 3 minus 9 equal to 0. So 5k, 7k minus 5k, that is 2k, 10 minus 9 is 1, 7 plus 8 is, 7 plus 1 is 8. So k is equal to minus 4. Okay, Kohima, that is right, and Tetsu College, your answer was wrong initially. Okay, that's cool. Now, there is one puzzle which I want to share with you. In that puzzle, let us introduce the puzzle first. It's a very interesting puzzle based on the concept of equations. So, the puzzle goes like this. There is a person over here. There is a magic water in that one. So this is a person and this is the magic water, and there are three things, A, B and C. So A, B and C are the three houses. There is a person, in between there is a magic water, and three houses are there, A, B, C. What does this do? This person has initially some flowers with him. So what happens is, every time he washes those flowers, it get doubled. So it means like if he put 5 flowers in the water, they will become 10. If he put 10 flowers, they will become 20. So the story goes like this. He has some flowers with him initially. He washes those flowers, they will get double, and out of those flowers, he gives some of the flowers to house A. Some of the flowers, like he can give 1 flower, he can give 2 flowers, that depends on him. He gives some of the flowers to house A. After giving to house A, he again washes the remaining flower, they again get double, and again he gives some of the flower to house B. Then again remaining flower, he again wash those flower, they will again get double, and in the end he give all the flower to house C. So in the end he has nothing with him. In the end, no flower left. And the condition is, in these three houses A, B and C, number of flower is same. Same flowers he has given in these three houses. So you have to find what is the minimum number of flower he has started with. So let me tell you the situation once again. He has initially some flowers with him. There is a magic water. He washes those flowers. They get double. He gives some of the flower to house A. Again washes the remaining flower. Again get double. He again gives some of the flower to house B. Again washes the remaining flower. Again get double. And in the end he gives all the flowers to house C. In the end he is left with 0 flowers. And the number of flower in all the three houses is same. So you have to find what is the minimum number of flower he started with. So try to frame the equation according to the conditions and then find the answer. Try to make the equation according to the given situation and then solve it. It's a very interesting puzzle. Are you getting this question, like how to start it with, how you can find? Kohima and Tetsu College, any link, like any hint you are getting, like how you can do this? Yes, yes. You have to find the value for x, where x is the minimum number of flower he started with. Are you getting it how to do, Kohima student? Okay, see, and let me know your names also, like I don't know your names. Just write the names and your names also. The person who is typing, what's your name? Okay, Reben. Okay. See, so what you can do in this case, suppose x is the initial number of flowers he is having with, and he is giving y flowers to all the houses, right? So in order to make the equation, initially, let me remove this thing, let us write the equation over here. So initially he has x flowers with him, right? When he washes those flowers, they will get double, so they will become 2x, right? Now from these flower he has given y flower to house A. So what is the remaining number of flower? 2x minus y. This is the remaining number of flower after giving flower to house A. Now again he washes those flower, they will again get double, multiply this by 2, and then from these flowers he has given y flowers to house B. So again subtract y from this one, right? So your equation, till now your equation will be like this. So this is the number of flowers he is having after giving to house B. Now again he washes those flower, so they will again get double, right? And then he give y flowers to house C. So again subtract y from this one. Now this is the remaining number of flowers after giving to house C, and we know in the end he has nothing left with him. It means this number of flowers should be equal to 0, since he has nothing left with him. So this is the equation we are getting. Now just simplify this equation. So when we simplify this equation, it will be like this: 4x minus 2y minus y and minus y equal to 0. Again it will get multiply 8x minus 4y minus 2y minus y equal to 0, 8x minus 7y equal to 0, and 8x is equal to 7y. So this is the equation we are getting, 8x is equal to 7y. Now just try to think which is the minimum value for x which will satisfy this equation, and you know x represents the number of flower. It means it can't be in decimal, it has to be a natural number. So if you put x as 1, 2, 3 anything, that should be the first number which is multiple for both of them would be the LCM of 7 and 8, and LCM of 7 and 8 is 56. So you can see when you put x is equal to this is the equation, 8x is equal to 7y. When you put x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 8, that will be the equation. So 8 into 7 is 56 and 7 into 8 is 56. So the minimum value for x is 8, or minimum value for x is 7. So he has 7 flowers with him initially, and he is giving 8 flowers to all the houses. So you can see initially he was having 7 flower, they got double 14, he give 8 flowers to this one, so remaining is 6. Now again this 6 got double, they will become 12. Again he give 8 flowers to house B, they will be left with 4. Then again he has 4, get double, which become 8, and again he give 8 flower to house C. So in the left he is left with 0 flowers. So minimum number of flower he started with is 7, and the flowers which is giving to each house is 8. So Reben, you got this question? And all the other persons also? You got this question, like you understand this question? X is equal to 7 flowers he has started with. Okay, that's great. So now in the next class we will continue. We will start with the chapter 1 of your 11th class. So this was the quick discussion of the things which we are going to study. And one more thing for you, in the 11th class also we have a chapter called sequence and series, and in the 10th class you have studied arithmetic progression. So I suggest you to revise that arithmetic progression also, because in the 11th class the arithmetic progression is there, but with that one there is a geometric progression is also there. So just go through that chapter once, so that you will have a better idea in understanding that chapter in the 11th class also. Okay, so that's all for today. Then we'll continue in the next class. Okay then, bye.